Where do we come from? And where are we going? Fearless.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll show up soon.
Finally got here, and now I can find.
Fearless.
Is that Day and Neon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon. I've already...
You're gonna go on your own? Come on!
It's all right.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler. For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
All things come to an end, even time itself.
Is this the place? It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. And if you get to meet your
Busted. Take it easy. Into the void.
Extinguished. Strike a pose!
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Ansan. No one's backing down.
Busted. Quietly now.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Leave the wounded to me!
Much less.
Of grace, in the name of the truth! The power of the nation shall endure! Now's our chance!
Annihilate. Power.
Leave the wounded to me!
Things are about to get dicey. Fearless. Another star goes out!
James, the relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is all present. Fleas return to resist it.
Here comes the catch.
Let's keep going, team.
Fearless. You overestimate yourself.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
So, where's the Traveler's sister then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say but today, that is the least of your work. Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won, and I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness, for today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has... Our Highness quietly infiltrated and then used the...
What? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Master? Oh no!
Correct. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall...
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to Plus, if it was really so easy...
Oh, you poor fool. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
wasted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
You better be ready! This order's mission has been fulfilled!
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look...
500 years on. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may, but I taught you everything you... Be that as it may. Never, in all... All right, I believe you. What? Not a fan of... Indeed. When the cataclysm... Yes, we knew that the great abyss... Yet we still despaired. Still, I believe that... And besides... Who else can we place our... I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would I honestly can't... Look at me. Look. But as for the rest, even if mine... Without my history, I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we want... You seem to remember much. Is that so? What a pity. I'm afraid I owe you yet. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories. The loom of fate cannot weep. And so, We relied on everyone. Indeed. We are people in exile. What a shame. It had to take... Precisely. For you possess a ring. Of course. Your memories are we had to obtain the memory. Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make.
Fearless.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
Where... No... Wait, but that's great! In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait, we can only fight for our future. I'll carry on looking for... Although... I've already found my savior. It's just... too bad that we're not from the same time... or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. So, is there anything you can... That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her. Huh? What?
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you! The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just... Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared. Right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
I think I got the gist of what happened.
Huh? You met your sister? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well...
What your sister accomplished? But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but... in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika believed that we should fight to... So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of... She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option. Namely, to preserve an entire
Preserve a nation?
You're not the only...
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead. However...
An additional can...
No idea.
Huh.
Alright, well, I trust the Lord of the... Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast. Huh?
Eon-san, leave. This might be hard to understand for an
Traveler?
Take it easy. Merciless.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
over there. What's up with you today? You feeling okay? We've been traveling all over lately, so maybe you've come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
All things come to an end, even time itself. Merciless.
Oh. Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Please, show me your prescription.
Traveler, Paimon,
It's the Traveler. He looks and he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several...
very peculiar. In all the...
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain. Hence my concern. A clean bill of health, physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But...
Huh? What do you mean?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. Why don't you rest here for a bit? In the meantime, Changsheng and...
Oh, must be... Well, all we can do, just get some rest. and shine. For once, you're making Paimon look a cut. What? Nope, nothing there. Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need. What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first, and then we can beat him up together.
Something is missing.
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers. Right! What the last time we saw you was at the Primordial. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant?
Tell me. Tight-lipped, huh? You. I'll take a...
Hmm? We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. If I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears trace.
Neither of those things sound good. Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that... Yeah, Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told...
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well...
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you can disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Gwali Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared!
Wait, hold on.
Oh, no, this includes the drink.
I didn't...
We didn't! It was that lady!
You sure?
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of
Seeing things? Wait, so...
Oh, now you mention it. Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Gwali Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting. Whoa, what are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out.
Final warning! Here comes the catch. Leave the wounded to me.
Paradigm shift! Ha, yeah, yeah.
So, this is what they were Yeah. What?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain together. These remnants form what you call God remains. And it... what are you doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were, real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're... It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, God remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone, they were taken. Very clever, Traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of course, God remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean... the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go. No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's... well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna... Paimon's got... Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got. Whoa! This place is way bigger than...
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space...
Ajax? So, a month here is equivalent to...
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show now. We just need to figure both your description and the abyssal disturbance. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyss... Okay. Do you plan to learn? That tracks. All the information you have suggests the
And you're saying that's...
depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A little abyss crystal that contains my power.
Dream?
It means experiencing whatever. Since you haven't studied the art with dream mirroring, every time you...
Huh. You make it sound so...
Tough to say. This is to play it safe.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some... Does that mean... the next time we see
Do as you want. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do... But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lean.
Oh, she moves So... last time something like this happened was probably... Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her...
Ready? Your training will be... We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of...
You bet! There's Kaya. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right?
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. To use the human body as an analogy, improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. You need to do some only then.
Wait! Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves!
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of... That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with your... Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Ring cutter!
Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah, meanwhile Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a
Excuse me!
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed up...
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet, too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least, you'll catch a cold! You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both...
The stars shimmer high above. Mountains as far as the eye can see. I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. I'm sick of being a... but...
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run!
Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to...
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and...
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempt to prevent them from making some kind of last stand.
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens!
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run! Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
Oh, you're awake. I found a few clues while you were asleep. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night? It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how well, except for...
The way I see it, the first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power. Abyssal power, yes. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After the elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These two form a keen observation. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct... It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the Seven Shifting... So I've heard. You seem to... But is purification just thinking out loud? Let true growth comes, so... Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can!
Windblade! Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Windblade! With the wind! Windblade!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Go!
Faster! Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet! Water jet! Go! 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 Water jet!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rule, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path. Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements. Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Get some rest.
What is the secret to power? Longing. The fear of losing those. Fear is the source of evolution. That fear is now part of you. Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master,
So it has not broken you. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset. Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived.
Cold.
These are signs that you are each time the flesh is torn and the spirit I now understand why these people sought to destroy your but you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. You must learn to shut out all the pointless Get up, Skirk. What?
Hopefully you got some good... Skirk said to tell you that she's ready, so... What a...
From your training so far, you have... That's only now. Ready? Not bad. Just like your sister. That...
Hey, no fair! That's...
You think every opponent has the same moral code as... Strong emotions will always arise in... How amusing. But you don't. Let's begin. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet! Yeah! Water jet!
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and that's to be expected. There's a limit. Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like, you managed to push past... Warriors will train. One mistake.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying...
She got hurt.
Yeah, well, that's a given. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once, too. Lost an arm.
Incredible. I wonder if...
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many...
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to...
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past, and become some...
Run! Skirk! Run!
Let's see here. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the... As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the...
Well, I'm a visitor.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you. Ignore her existence for too long.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for... Of course you are! That's why Ah, well, if you're around...
Here's an idea.
Okay. It's Paimon's turn.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was birthed. You and I might never meet again, traveler. Okay, not the angle I was I knew that was a possible side effect. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen... Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too since you've seen what you've seen. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different... No, we're different in that respect. Several hundred years ago, my master... But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the... To become strong for certain reasons. I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked.
You make it sound so easy.
Oh, finally. What?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Yeah. Wait.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from— You have some experience with abyssal domains by now.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at Oh, but, that means you—
All right. Merciless. Another star goes out!
Wipe out! Water jet! Yeah.
Extinguish!
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this!
Into the void! Fearless. Another star goes out! Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty. Like an abandoned house. Let's press on. Into the void! Merciless. Merciless.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, the missing part of your soul. Our opponent must have covered.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are—
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemies— Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see. There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Gwali Plains. You asked me. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the whatever that actually means. The fact, namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. Call it fate if you want. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, I'll cope. Well, done gorging. How did you get the power of the...
Oh, of course!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through... You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever, which leaves one possibility. You...
The foul? Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than...
Just...
Look! It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning them. Keep calm and use... Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after you've got your soul. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run! Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place.
Phew. Oh, I should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when it's true, but I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must... Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall...
But what if that monster finds you? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like... So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where? Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh, wait!
Shower me with praise!
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck. Oh, sure thing. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Ah! You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run!
Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep...
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. Wait, Skirk?
About 60%.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would...
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. No. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspect.
Ooh, sounds like...
Thanks.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
The injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. Let's. Already.
I have set your broken wrist. No tears this time. Good.
Can I ask a question, Ma? I keep thinking. Maybe it would.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my. So, I will teach you everything I know.
But I don't want to.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cry.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, after some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today. I almost don't want to reach the end. Her suppressed emotional, all those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past. I am who you used to be. You're wrong. I've faced you. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy, don't forget. It was a penchant. Even so, strip yourself of your The difference is that I'm doing. I allow you to exist. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness. And it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong. That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the...
And look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity. And now, the only things driving you forward are...
And you think that means I should...
Thank you for saying that. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had...
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but...
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang, Dancing Water. I am not the dancing water. I should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, I once asked my master if he said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries that's why, after an idea that, one day, but that means I must, yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because, although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, I know. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me?
Oh, you're fun. Honestly, Paimon was gone for like. You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot. I taught you to incorporate the
Okay. So, Paimon but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of
Alright.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
all-devouring narwhal changed into? Really? So...
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength, to them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the close-up Paimon looks the Nervalette isn't here this time.
Everlasting. Water jet! Wipe out!
Another star goes out! Annihilate! Yeah. 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 Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Go! Yeah.
Ha! Merciless! Into the void! Mine to wield.
Go!
Ha! Extinguish! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Power.
Water jet! Yeah. Yeah!
Surge! Ha! Mine to wield. Ha! Ha! Annihilate. Mine to wield. Ha! Yeah! Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well?
You saw that my body was such power.
Skirk.
How long has it been?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should... This is the first time I've heard your name.
100?
Sounds like you and Matt.
Of course. Might as well. I was born into a noble family in Conria. I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Over time, my heart hardened. We were similar in age, but different in background. Yet, I still remember what
what he said.
That does sound like something.
He was the first to acknowledge that when I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. But somewhere along the... After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to... Your death was once what we worked so hard to...
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul.
All I can do is...
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you...
Disciple?
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies.
Well...
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall...
Sounds...
Of course. Only the most outstanding...
Still...
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal.
Your heart?
Because, of course...
So, you use the even with that whale's ability. Devouring power like that is not... But that is not the path to strength. You have to...
You're right. I should have known better. I miss your master.
After the...
Sir Telogi's disciple. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple.
Interesting. You're right.
Exactly. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, after which, for that very reason, good and evil are
Perhaps you're right. What a battle that would...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power. Surge... I won't be able to hold Sir Telogi once off.
I can, but not through death. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. The impurities will dissipate. And under the curse of immortality, your mind, but it will be a time-consuming and...
I accept. If we are climbers and...
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
It's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh! At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. Once again, wow! Today sure went by fast. It's night already.
Yes. The power Skafnungur stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. Time marches ever forward. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty...
Ugh. This is all going on ever since we met. He has filled... If it's too big a job for... We've met some...
I suppose when it comes... Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I suppose fate will decide. Regardless, one without war for this. We must all work. If that...
Bye! Is it just Paimon? Or is she being... Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
Where do we... come from? Where are we going?
cover.
Quiet. Game's up. Party's over.
Strike a pose! Let the world come on!
Merciless. Another star goes out!
Engaging.
Busted.
Shower me with praise!
Now's our chance.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Time to shine!
Merciless. Paradigm shift. Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Strike a pose!
Fearless. Another star goes out.
Let's keep going, team. Final warning.
How dare you!
Yeah, extinguished.
Engaging.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come on!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Merciless. Paradigm shift.
Show no mercy! You two! Time check!
One with nature. Clouds high.
Show me your move!
Birds.
Teamwork is true!
Your journey ends here.
Let my name echo in song!
Your sacrifice is ready.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Providing cover fire.
Another star goes out!
Come on!
Let's
Show
finish
me
this
your
battle. The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Fulfill our pact! Lolene, Team Papa! Let's light it up!
Let's do this then! Yes, you are.
Overruled.
Finally, some target practice.
Raise a storm!
Things are about to get dicey.
Time to shine!
Where do you think you're going? Leave the wounded to me.
Paradise shift!
Goodbye. But we'll meet again.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my
I'm going in! Suffer the wrath of Eve!
All right, you out. Laid bare.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
Busted.
Final warning.
Here comes the catch.
Let my name echo in song!
Fearless.
And never star goes out!